First tonight, two major developments in President Donald Trump's commitment to cracking down on immigration. The president's recent executive order to end birthright citizenship failed its first legal hurdle, but the Laken Riley Act is moving forward tonight, and President Trump had his first legislative win since returning to the White House with this bill. It was named after college student Laken Riley, who was murdered by an undocumented migrant from Venezuela while out on a run in Georgia last year. The new bill requires the Department of Homeland Security to detain undocumented migrants who are charged with certain crimes, including theft and burglary. It's expected to be signed by President Donald Trump any time now.
Now, I did reach out to two of our local Democratic senators who voted to support this bill. A spokesperson from Senator Jackie Rosen's office sent us this statement. It reads in part, quote, Senator Rosen voted for this bipartisan bill to keep Nevada families safe and make sure that individuals who commit crimes are held accountable. The office of Democratic Senator Catherine Cortez Masto also commented on this matter. They sent us this statement. It reads in part, quote, Nevada is home to many undocumented immigrants who are hardworking members of our community, and I'll always stand up for them. But for the small number who commit crimes, the American people expect consequences, end quote. Also tonight, a major decision handed down by a Seattle District Court judge regarding the controversial birthright citizenship ban. And the two senators we just heard from previously, they tell me it's unconstitutional.
President Trump's controversial executive order is on hold after a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction against it. Now, the hold on Trump's order comes in one of two lawsuits filed by states against the president seeking to invalidate the order. And on Tuesday, Attorney General Aaron Ford announced that Nevada had joined a different lawsuit against Trump, along with more than a dozen other states. And he spoke with our senior political reporter, Steve Sebelius, about today's legal development.
Well, does that give you some idea that perhaps the same kind of order could issue in the case that you're involved in?
Well, let's be clear. It didn't matter what court this case was brought in. The fact of the matter is, just like the judge said, it was a blatantly unconstitutional executive order.
And most scholars believe the 14th Amendment, approved after the Civil War, guarantees citizenship to everyone born in the United States. And cases decided by the Supreme Court seem to uphold that idea. But President Donald Trump said in his order the exact opposite, setting up a legal battle that could go all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court.
And here in Southern Nevada, families are feeling the uncertainty following the flurry of executive orders from President Trump over immigration policies. I reached out to the ACLU of Nevada. They tell me they're hearing from many people who are worried and frightened about what's next. Senior staff attorney Sadmira Ramesh says the blocked Birthright Citizenship Act that was actually blocked at the moment was also going against the basic American principle that being born on U.S. soil makes you a citizen. She says the block by a federal judge gives families some breathing room, but there's still a lot of concern and confusion in our community.
For those families here in Southern Nevada who are very concerned right now, what's next?
I think one thing that I would highlight as a critical step is a lot of things can be very reactionary. There's a lot of moving parts, but I would tell people to actually look at what's coming out, make sure to verify the information when it's coming out, and to be up to speed in terms of updates, and to really know their rights when it comes to either their immigration status, the immigration process, as well as what law enforcement and federal agents can or cannot do.
Now, she also tells me this order was set to take effect on February 19th, but with it now being blocked, it can't be enforced while the case is pending.
And as President Trump works to fulfill his promise on massive deportations, 11 million migrants living in the U.S. could be impacted. But how much will it cost? Well, an economics expert says the amount is expected to skyrocket in the coming months.
If you put together the budgets of all the other federal law enforcement agencies combined, the whole budget of the FBI, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, the Secret Service, everything combined isn't even a fraction of the amount that we have already been spending on immigration enforcement.
The nonprofit American Immigration Council estimates a long-term deportation operation will cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people every year.